Hey guys, Angry Monkey here with another Retro Game Treasure unboxing video. For those who are new to the channel and you're wondering what is Retro Game Treasure, this is a video game subscription service that sends you 3 to 5 games to your house every month to add to your personal collection. This is not a rental service, you get to keep these games. And these games are on a wide variety of different consoles to suit whatever gaming needs you have, ranging from some of the old school stuff with the Atari 2600 or Intellivision, pretty much any Nintendo thing you can think of, NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, and Wii, as well as the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and Nintendo 3DS. You also have the Sega line of the Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, and Sega Dreamcast, as well as Sega Game Gear. Now, I did not say Saturn, that was on purpose, and don't expect Sega CD or Dreamcast in there, but they're on the list technically, so I'm mentioning them anyway. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as PlayStation Portable, as well as original Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. And starting this month, we have a new challenger for Retro Game Treasure. The Wii U has been added as another game console that you can get in Retro Game Treasure. About time. I guess it's because the Switch 2 is out, so now the Wii U is now 2 generations ago. But that's kind of weird because PS4 and Xbox One are only 1 generation ago, and they've been a part of Retro Game Treasure for a while now. But hey, I'm not complaining. We can get Wii U games in the box now, and that is very exciting. So how this works, you go on the website, fill out a survey, and along with the survey, I highly recommend filling out the checklist and the wish list. So the checklist feature is so that way, if you have a big collection like mine, you won't get duplicates in your box. However, you need to check off all versions of that game. I got Star Wars Battlefront on PS2. You got to make sure you check off both the black label and the red label greatest hits. And if you're somebody like me who has both PS2 and original Xbox and you got it on one console, go over to the other one as well. Check it off on there so that way you don't get it on both consoles unless you want to have it on both consoles. I mean, everybody's collection is different. If you want to have a complete Xbox library and a complete PS2 library, then yeah, obviously you'll need both versions. But if you're like me and probably most people out there, I got on PS2, I'm good. I don't need both versions on PS2. I don't need it on original Xbox. I have a way to play it, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So take it from me, check off all versions of that game, and also make sure you check it off on other consoles as well, unless you want it for both consoles. There are some times where there is an exception to that rule. I've got Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube. I do not have it on PS2 and original Xbox, and I think that'd be kind of cool to get all versions of that because every version has an exclusive character. Along with the checklist feature, make sure you go over to the wishlist feature and add some games on there of games that you'd love to see in your box. Now, don't expect Earthbound in your $40 box. Let's just say you got a Super Nintendo recently and you're like, hey, I'd love to get Super Mario World for my box. Yeah, that's a more realistic option. Or if you're into some of those cheap kids games or some sports games, for example, yeah, those would be some realistic things that you can get in your box. Just don't expect, say, again, Earthbound or Little Samson or something like that. Yeah, sure, go ahead and check it off. You're not going to get it, but yeah, sure, it doesn't hurt anything to put that on your wish list, even though you're not going to get it. But anyway, just figured I'd go ahead and mention all that to you. So anyway, the most important thing is going on the website and filling out a survey, and that survey helps them build this box to be specific to you and make it different from Jim Bob down the road. So the most important thing is the genres of games that you like to play. Since a lot of us don't like to do this pesky sports games, yeah, don't check off sports games. But you can check off that you like platformers or shooters, arcades, RPGs, whatever it is. Sports, if you are into that, cool. Check off what you like, don't check what you don't like, and along with that would be kind of a subcategory of if you're into wrestling games, NASCAR games, anime type games, Pokemon type games, Disney games, just to kind of help personalize it a little bit more of these are some styles or some subgenres that you enjoy, as well as the main genre, and obviously the game console being a very important thing as well. I mean, the genres and the consoles are the two most important things. Check off the game consoles that you have or you want games for, and obviously don't check what you don't want. So if you don't want a 64 game, then don't check that you do want 64 games, and you won't get those. And if you do, RGT is really great at getting back to you and fixing the issue for next month. Because I've had that happen where I got a couple games that were kind of banged up, and I'm like, hey, this is not okay, and they're like, okay, let's fix that. And so in the next month, they sent me a replacement game, which is really cool. They're really on top of that. You can also personalize it a little bit further and say, hey, I'm cool with rated M games, I'm cool with kid games, I have an NES Zapper, I've got a Super Scope, NES Mouse, or whatever it is. You can check off that you have those. You're cool with getting import games. I sometimes do get some Japanese games in this box as well. Since they're cheaper than American ones, it is a good way for you to get some of those rarer games just in a different language, and in some cases that doesn't really matter. Like if you're playing a platformer game, who cares if you're playing Mario World in American or Japanese? You're still going to get the same experience. Now with an RPG, that's a little bit different. There's a little bit more involved, but sometimes it's still worth it to get a Japanese version of Chrono Trigger for $20, which could be in your box, versus like a $300 American version of Chrono Trigger, for example. Yeah. Well, my battery is already about to die, so I'm going to change out the battery, and let's open this guy up. So I'm going to pull this off the screen here, so that way you don't see the bottom of the box where my address is. You guys don't need to know where I live. And as always, I'm going to have the box face backwards, so that way when I pull the first game out, we don't get spoilers of what the second game is. And, well, we got a semi-half deflated discountairpillows.com, where pillows are inflated, not prices. This is only half inflated. And we got some bubble wrap, which is really boring. We don't want bubble wrap. We want more of these guys. Okay. Wow. What? Oh, okay. So, an NES game, that's unusual. A PS4 game, an Xbox One game, another Xbox One game, and one that takes up the full length of the box. So that could be PS2, 360, GameCube, Wii U. So there's a lot of options on that last one. So that's pretty exciting. It's probably a 360 game. That's kind of how it works, but I don't get a lot of NES games, so this is kind of interesting. I hope it's not Top Gun, because last time I got an NES game, I got Top Gun. But we got Mission Impossible. Movie-based games, especially in this era, are not that good. So I got low expectations for this one. I hope I'm wrong. Wait a minute. Mission Impossible's Tom Cruise, right? Yeah. And Top Gun is too, right? What is it with RetroGameTreasure sending me NES games based off of Tom Cruise movies? This is the second one this year. Almost back-to-back months. It's like not last month, but 2 months ago, I think, was when I got Top Gun. So like every other month in 2025, I guess I'm going to just start getting Tom Cruise NES games. That's just kind of a weird coincidence there. Yeah, I'm not expecting this to be a good game. Alright. This is probably PS4. Ooh. Neo. I actually saw this at the store the other day. I did not buy it. I'm glad I didn't. Because, well, here it is. I don't really know anything about this game, though. It's just a series that I've heard of, and it looks really cool. So now I have it. So that's exciting. This might be my wishlist game. I'm not sure. Okay, and then we got an Xbox One game. Geometry Wars Dimension Evolved. Okay. The full evolution of the award-winning franchise with expanded classic mode, powerful drones and supers, hardcore mode, and local co-op online multiplayer modes. I don't even know what I'm looking at, honestly. We got to rely on the game footage up there to show just what kind of game this is. This doesn't look like a game that I would enjoy all that well. Like, these kinds of shooter-type games are not really my thing, just because it's just bullets all over the screen. I have no idea what I'm looking at. So I'm probably not going to enjoy that one, but if you guys want to see it on the channel, let me know anyway. But hey, we got another game, another Xbox One game. We got Tales from the Borderlands. Okay, these are good. These are fun. Oh, this is sealed. Yeah, this is a Telltale game. Telltale games are really good. Yeah, it's just a visual novel where you just like answer this question with this answer or this answer, and that determines the story. But with that, they get really immersive, and you're like, okay, how do I progress the story, and like, how do your answers affect the consequences of what happens next in the story? So, the Walking Dead is really good. So the other Telltale games, I'm assuming, are going to be like maybe not to that level, but this is probably a good one. Especially with how well loved the Borderlands series is. Yeah, I'm excited for this one too. So we got some good stuff here. Now this last one, I gotta flip the box upside down to get it out. But that means that we got 5 games in this box, which is really exciting. That never happens. 3 is the most common. 4 is uncommon, but it happens. 5 almost never happens. So anyway, I pulled it out, but I did not see what it was. This feels like a newer case. So maybe it's Wii U. I doubt it. It doesn't feel like Wii, because Wii has kind of a rough plastic in the shell is kind of a rough plastic, and this is smooth. So it could be 360. Let's just show it off. Okay, I was wrong. It is a 360 game. Yeah, the Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah, disc looks good. I hope we can still play this without Xbox Live. It says players 1 and 2 gather around the Xbox 360 because game night just got more exciting with thrilling new hits like Pac-Man Championship Edition and Boom Boom Rocket, plus arcade favorites like Uno and Feeding Frenzy. I think we can still play this even without Xbox Live, because obviously back in 23 the Xbox Live for the 360 shut down, so you can't get online on the 360 anymore. But I think you can still play this either single player or like couch co-op or versus or whatever. But that's pretty exciting. Yeah, we got 5 games here. And most of them are pretty good. I'm excited because honestly, I think these 3 were probably wishlist items. So the fact that I got not 1, not 2, but 3 potential wishlist items is really good. So that really helps offset this, which is probably trash, and this, which is just not my thing. Now, before you guys go, you can also take a look at this. This is the Boss Chest giveaway, which I have the link in the description below, where what the Boss Chest giveaway is take a picture of your box, post it on social media, and you're entered into the Boss Chest giveaway, which you can win a game console. Or at least that's how it used to be. I'm assuming it's still like that. When I got my first box back in 2019, the Boss Chest giveaway item was a Sega Master System, which at that time I didn't have one, so that would have been a fun way for me to win one. Obviously I didn't win, but it doesn't matter. I've gotten a Master System since then. I know that a PS1 was another Boss Chest giveaway. I think a Genesis was at one point as well. So yeah, you can win a game console and then through RGT get games for the game console that you just won. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, just go on the website, do all that. But honestly, I think the stuff in the description below is more important because with that is my referral code. And if I refer 3 people to RetroGameTreasure like in a month or whatever, I get a free box, which is really cool. It's never happened before. And I think it'd be kind of fun to unbox 2 of these guys on the channel. I think that'd be kind of fun. So if you haven't signed up for this yet and this interests you, use my referral code, and like I said, if I get 3 people, you guys get a double unboxing video, which would be pretty exciting. Now, before I go, I've got a lot of video game pickups at the tail end of June and the month of July, so how about we clean off this table and go over some other pickups that I got in the month of July. That was a really bad pun, but the tail end of June going into July. I got a lot of stuff. Some good stuff. Guys, I've got a spending problem. GameStop had a buy 2 get 1 free on all pre-owned games. So not only did I go to my GameStop to see what they had, actually I wasn't even there for that. I was there to hopefully finally pre-order that Donkey Kong Bonanza amiibo, which I'm hoping that in a future segment I will be able to show that off with the Bonanza game that I pre-ordered. But I was in there for that. And then I realized they had a buy 2 get 1 free on all pre-owned games. So I bought some stuff. And then I decided, hey, tomorrow, as in the next day, I'm going to check some other GameStop locations to see what they have for the buy 2 get 1 sale. And I spent a little too much money. I mean, what else is new? If you guys have been on the channel for a while, that's nothing new. But I just wanted to share that with you guys before I show off what I got. So you're wondering, okay, Angry, what did you spend? Or what did you buy? Alright, let's get started. I got Stardew Valley, which I've never played, but I know it's a very beloved, very chill. It comes with this little booklet thing. I'm pretty sure Kaj and or Phoenix and or Fruit, because I think they all play this game. So I'm sure that if I say, hey guys, I got Stardew Valley, I'm sure they'll all want to play it. So that could be on the channel soon. Who knows? But anyway, I got that. And then I got Nexomon and Nexomon Extinction Complete Collection. So 2 games in one package. I don't know anything about this. I've never even heard of this. But 2 great adventures and 1 epic package. Embark on 2 classic monster-catching RPGs, teaming with hundreds of Nexomon to discover, tame, and fight. This is off-brand Pokemon, isn't it? And it just looks like an off-brand, like, Gen 5 and back pixel art Pokemon game. I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm hoping that is what this gameplay up here is showing. But I'm like, I want to play this, just because I don't know what it is. But if it's a Pokemon type of game, a Pokemon knockoff type game, I'll probably enjoy it. Because you guys know I've been playing Pokemon for over 20 years. So it's something that's going to give me a similar Pokemon experience. I'm kind of excited. And I also got Contra Rogue Core. And look at that. That is some nice artwork there. And this ended up being my free game from this GameStop. But already a pretty strong start. 3 Switch games that I'm excited to pick up. So that was yesterday. I mean, weeks ago when you guys are watching this, but yesterday as of recording. And then everything else is stuff I picked up today from a couple other GameStop locations. So I picked up Paper Mario Sticker Star. I was going to say Splash, but Color Splash was the Wii U sticker stars for the 3DS. I think it's a similar type of game, though, because I know that Color Splash also uses, like, stickers, I think. I've not played it yet, but stickers sound familiar in some of the newer Paper Mario. Anyway, I got a new Paper Mario game, this one being on the 3DS. I don't know how this one holds up to some of the other ones. I mean, obviously I know that the original Paper Mario is good. Thousand Year Door was so beloved it got remade on the Switch. And I think the Wii version was good, but then after that, they weren't good. So I'm assuming this one's probably not a good one. I know that the one on the Wii U wasn't that good, and I think the one on the Switch, not the other one that's not the Thousand Year Door remake, I think the other Switch one also wasn't as good as the others. But I still figured I'd pick it up. I mean, it was under $20. I also picked up Nier on PS3. It's complete in box. I didn't realize it was going to be complete in box until I bought it. But it has the manual, which you just don't see manuals anymore, so it's kind of refreshing to see. So anyway, I picked up both of those, which made Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box my free game. Complete in box. I've only played a little bit of the first Layton game on DS. I got it for Christmas in 2010. And I never really got too far in the series, but the puzzles are fun. I love the characters, and just the whole, like, vibe, atmosphere type thing. But some of these games are, like, insanely expensive. So this one's one of the cheap ones, but I know that one of the other ones is like $100 or $115 or whatever. And I also know they have the Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright crossover, which is kind of interesting. I think that's one of the expensive ones, though. So anyway, that was the second GameStop that I went to. And the third one, I got 2 sets of 3, so I got 2 games for free. So here's one that I've been meaning to pick up for a while, and the price was scary. I mean, not scary, but Ghost of Tsushima, this is the director's cut, which I think has additional stuff that the base version doesn't have, and also makes it more expensive. So I had the original version in my hand, which was $28 versus a $42 director's cut. So I figure, okay, well, if I'm going to get the game, I'm going to get the better version with all the stuff. So I picked up Ghost of Tsushima, which I've seen gameplay of it. It looks amazing. So it'd be pretty cool to play on the channel. Hopefully. Maybe. Let me know. I mean, this channel is semi-driven by you guys when I'm actually able to record stuff. I want you guys to be able to enjoy what you're watching. So, yeah, like I said, let me know what you want to see. Here's a rare one. Power Stone on Dreamcast. Sadly, it's loose. I think it's a fighting game. I'll verify that. It is indeed a fighting game. Power Stone with breathtaking graphics, 100% true to the arcade. It's the first go-anywhere, grab-anything fighting game on the planet. Swing off a light post, run up walls, and pick up items like tables, pots, and barrels in a swashbuckling battles. Plus, collect 3 Power Stones to transform into a raging super being capable of deadly power fusion moves. Sounds pretty cool. I had to get it. And that made my free game, It Takes Two, with a cute little unicorn narwhal dog sticker that some kid stuck on there, I guess. Well, it makes this copy extra unique. So this is the same people that did Split Fiction, and I think this is their first game. But yeah, hop on the wildest co-op trip of your life as a full game owner. Invite a friend to join for free. Looks interesting. I mean, unfortunately, it is 2-player co-op only. But that just means invite a friend and have them play the game with you, which, I mean, that was a thing all the time in the 90s, so they're basically bringing the 90s back, and I am all for that. Here's one I've been wanting to pick up for a while, but every time I find it, the case is just never in good shape. But I figured that this is now the time to get it because of the sale. And that is Stray. So yeah, the case just looks not good. Like, there's like a white streak there. The spine feels kind of rough. But for some strange reason, every time I find Stray, it's always in like, ew, it's in bad shape. I'll wait until I find a better copy. And I've not found a better copy of it. Like, every copy I find, there's always some kind of problem with it. But hey, thanks to the sale, I went ahead and picked it up. No, this was not my free game, but it helped make a game free. And all I need to do is just find a $5 PS5 game, maybe even PS4. I mean, the cases look pretty similar between a... actually, no, the colors are slightly off. So I need to find a cheap PS5 game to swap that out. Cause, I mean, the graphic is fine, it's just the case is bad. And speaking of cases being bad, here's another one that's in even worse shape. But Phobia was a game that I discovered like 3 years ago. I saw it once at GameStop, and I had to run out of there because my reservation to a restaurant was ready. And I'm like, uh-oh, I need to go now. I can't even afford to, like... Yeah, I had to go. And I thought, okay, well, next time I'm here, I'll pick it up. And I've just never seen it again in the next 3 years. So when I saw it, I had to pick it up. Obviously, it's a horror game. However, this one also has some damage to the case. In fact, there's like a little bit of a tear in the spine there. But I mean, again, the graphic thing is fine. But I wanted to play this game. I mean, I keep saying I want to play this game, and I don't, but this is a game I wanted to play for a while after I discovered it existed. And now I got it. So that is another game. And that made the beloved Goat Simulator as my free game. And yeah, this game is just insanity. And it sounds fun, so I figured I would pick it up. And like I said, it's free. So I got it. So anyway, yeah, I got all of this. And I got 4 games free out of it. So I say I did pretty good. So, as always, what do you guys want to see played on the channel? Let me know. I'll write all that in the comments below. And, I mean, depending on what kind of game it is, I might not be able to play it. It might just be too difficult for me. Or, it could be a case of Kajinama or Phoenix or Fruit, one of them, or all three, claim that they want to play this game with me on the channel. And in that case, I will obviously save the game for when I can record it with them. Also, once some other games that we're already in the middle of get finished up, then we can start some new games. But like I said, I'll write them down. So your comments are not ignored. But, yeah, this is a hefty pickup for basically the month of July, and it's not even July yet. But who knows what else I'll pick up this month, so let's move on to that section. Okay, so I went to a GameStop. I was on vacation, and I went to a GameStop in another part of the state, and picked up 2 more games. A little more on the retro side than not. I mean, this game is... Well, it's hard to tell on how old it is, because the pre-owned sticker is covering it up. But I got Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy 12. So there's a lot of things involving Final Fantasy 12. But this is more of an action RPG, kind of a run and gun rather than a traditional RPG, based on what the guy at GameStop told me. As always, there's footage up there to show. So anyway, I got that game, and I picked up this game that I'd never heard of before, called Deadly Premonition. The guy kind of described this game as like an investigative Silent Hill horror game. But so I'm assuming that it's like Silent Hill, but some LA Noire because you're investigating stuff. I don't really know. But it's a mysterious town, and I don't really know what that means, but it sounds interesting. I'm hoping the gameplay there is showing some good stuff, as always. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this little pickup. It just these two games. I bought some anime figures as well, but I typically don't show those off on the channel. But I don't know. Maybe one of these days, if you guys want to see the full anime figure collection, maybe I'll show it off. I got a lot, more than I need. I mean, I guess you don't need any, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I just wanted to show off these two games real quick. Yeah, vacation was fun, and I'm home, which is also important. So I guess that concludes this part of the video, and I guess we'll move on to the next section of the video. Okay, so the next batch of pickups was actually stuff that I got from the Anime Ohio convention that I was at earlier in the month of July. To first came here, I'm thinking, oh cool, I didn't know this game existed, even though there's a third one in the series. I didn't know that Unreal 2 was a thing, for some reason. And then I got home and I realized I already had it, so that was kind of a bummer. I mean, case is in good shape, but I think this is a replacement case because the coloring is closer to a 360 case rather than original Xbox. Disc is in great shape. But I learned it wasn't a total waste because, A, it was only $6, that's not a big deal. But I learned that my copy didn't have the manual and this one did, so I'm like, okay, well, now my copy of Unreal 2 is complete in box. But I guess I'll sell that because I don't need 2 copies of Unreal 2. The other 2 games that I got now, from what I heard, this one actually might not be that good, but I'm always intrigued by the Army Men series. I mean, for one, it kind of captures that childhood nostalgia of Plastic Army Men, which I played with Plastic Army Men all the time as a kid. But the fact that these are Plastic Army Men and they can melt and everything else, real combat plastic men, yeah. But according to GameEye, this scored like a 35, so apparently it's not that good. But it is complete in box. It's in great shape. Oh yeah, the disc is like spotless. And I remember the Army Men toys back in the day, and I kind of regret not getting them. I think the reason why I didn't get them is because I didn't see any enemies for them to like fight against. That's why I never got the Plastic Army Men like toys, and now I regret that because those are probably expensive. The last one I got is the first Croc game. A few months ago, maybe last year, I got Croc 2. So now I got Croc 1, complete in box. Yeah, disc is in great shape. I didn't realize that Ubisoft made this game. How a company has fallen drastically in like almost 30 years, because this game came out in 1997, and by like 2022, so 25 years, it went from being a good company to just trash. Ubisoft is unfortunately not a good company anymore, but they made a lot of great games back in the day. But anyway, that does it for this pickup section. So I mean, yeah, I already have that, but I was able to add 2 more PlayStation games to my collection, so that's exciting. And I guess we'll move on to the next section. This could be the final section, I don't know yet. Still, actually I know for a fact that it's not the final section, so let's move on to that final section. Well, just like I said, I knew there was going to be more. I guess I'll start with the thing that you guys are expecting to see. Which is Donkey Kong Bonanza, which, it's the day that it came out that I'm recording this. So, I have not played it yet. In fact, I just got home. But anyway, I picked up Bonanza. Now, the guy did say that apparently they're already having troubles with new cartridges of things not working. And so he's like, do you want to do the warranty? Which I don't normally do. But since I had enough GameStop points, I basically got the warranty for free. If anything happens in the next year, I can just swap it out for a new one. Because, yeah, the Switch 2 apparently is already having problems with new games not working for some reason. But I thought, Donkey Kong's going to be worth it. Like, if it was, I don't know, if it wasn't a first-party Nintendo game, I'd probably be like, nah, I'll take my chances. But with a first-party Nintendo game, it's like, and I got the points saved up. Okay, I guess it's worth it because it's Donkey Kong. Like, Donkey Kong, Mario, Pokemon, Metroid, like, all those. I'm like, alright, I guess that's worth it. But if it's like Street Fighter 6, I'm not worried about it. Especially since that's a key card anyway. But anyway, I picked up a couple more games. Sadly, they did not have the Amiibo. I went to 2 different GameStops, and they said, no, we don't have any in a 30-mile radius. Which I know that I have had that issue before and ends up being at another location, but I went to like one of the bigger locations and they didn't have it either. So I guess I'll just get it off Amazon and I'll show you guys like, oh hey, I got the Donkey Kong Amiibo finally. But at least got the Bonanza game. Like I said, I pre-ordered that. I tried pre-ordering the Amiibo, but I went there twice and they're like, yeah, they're not available yet. Alright. And I don't know if they ever were. But apparently they didn't get a lot of copies of the Amiibos, which is unfortunate because it's pretty cool. I mean, you got Donkey Kong, you got Pauline. I mean, it's basically this picture here as an Amiibo. Oh well. But while I was going to different GameStops, I got a couple more games because might as well make it worth my time. I'm not going to drive like 20 minutes in a whole other direction to not buy anything at all. So I got another Professor Layton game. So this is my 4th Layton game. It's complete in box, which is really cool. These are fun puzzle type games. I mean, yeah, you got a mystery in there, but you're mostly solving little puzzles because Layton's like, oh, that reminds me of this riddle or this little puzzle thing, and you got to solve it. They're pretty challenging. At least the first one was. I haven't really played any Layton games since the first one, and I never beat the first one because the puzzles were actually pretty difficult. But I remember thinking, like, these are really well thought out puzzles, and it's got a good story too, or at least the first one did. I enjoyed the story from what I saw. Just the puzzles made it too complicated to finish. But I respect the games and the series, and so I'm trying to slowly collect those. I know a couple of those are really expensive, and I know there's a crossover between Layton and Phoenix Wright, and I really want to get that one, but that one's one of the more expensive ones. But anyway, I got that. And then the last game that I got is Dead to Rights 2, which I've never actually heard of, but, I mean, it's complete in box, and it's only $10, and just looking at the back, it just looked interesting. So, I don't know. I figured I'd check it out and see if I like it. I hope I have room on my shelf because I ran out of shelf space. But that does it for this section. So yeah, that's what I got in this pickup video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the final section. So if you haven't yet, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified for when another video comes out. Whether that's another unboxing video, or I get around to finally playing something else on the channel. I don't know what I'm going to play next. I'll have to look at my request list, because like I said on pretty much everything, if there's a game that you see, let me know what it is, write it down in the comments, and I'll put that on the request list. Now, the way that I do requests is I got to make sure that Kajinama, Phoenix, or Fruit haven't claimed that game as a game they're going to play with me on the channel. And I also got to make sure it's a game that I can actually beat on the channel. I I'm terrible at video games, so there's a lot of video games. It's like, well, yeah, I know you guys want to see that game, but I physically cannot beat that game. So that's going to delay certain games from being played on the channel because I gotta wait for, like I said, Fruit to be available or Kachinama to be available or Phoenix to be available or whatever it is to finally play some of these games. Because Fruit and Kaj, they're a lot better at games than I am. But I will write those on the list, and I'll take a look at my request list and see on what game they have not claimed, and maybe do one of those. And who knows, maybe that next game could be one of these, or one of those that you saw earlier in the video. Like I said, just let me know what it is, and I'll write it down. Your requests are not ignored, even if it will take decades to get to them. They are written down, don't worry. I also have a Facebook page where you guys can interact with me on there. It's mostly just I'm posting the videos I posted onto YouTube onto Facebook as well, or just a link so that way you can just watch it on Facebook if you want. I mean, it's going to link you to YouTube. But anyway, it's another way to interact with you guys. If you don't want to interact with me on YouTube, you can interact with me on there. I also have an Instagram that I forget I have until I advertise it. But I've got a lot of cool video game stuff that I love showing off when I remember to show it off. But anyway, follow me on there, and then you'll see, oh, cool, Angry finally posted something after, what, like 8 months, 9 months of not posting anything at all. You finally posted something, so I'll try to make it worth your while. I mean, probably not, but I'll try to post something cool. So just follow me on there anyway. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly is the Discord server where we talk about, well, video games, anime, Pokemon. We post memes, talk about nostalgia. We got a lot of great stuff like that. All you gotta do is just say, hey, I want to join your Discord. I'll be like, alright, cool, here's an invite. Where we can have fun, hang out, nerd out, and talk about, like I said, video games, anime, Pokemon, whatever it is. We'll have a fun conversation about it. We'd love to have you join our little community. Alright, well, that's all I have to say, so thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. One final thing. I got it. I got my amiibo. Had to order it off of Amazon, but I got it. Alright, goodbye everybody.